Hey, you guys. Hey, everyone. I'm going to text Sean to see what he's doing. See if he can come out here with me. Um, See if he's in bed or not. Uh, all right. Hey, everyone. At Kroger, you can save $15. Y'all, so I've had a busy week. Also did see that Unirock got caught lying about a letter or something, which is really funny. Not that I'm shocked or surprised at all. Hey, hey, girl, hey, hey, Magic One Productions, hey, Bree, hey, Shannon, hey, Tina, hey, guys, hey. Um, I'm tired. And I have so many things I needed to do. I just actually see my personal life. I'll have to check it. I'll have to check it. Um, so I have a lot of things that I need to be doing, but I wanted to do like a little hangout just because this past week was really busy. Yesterday, my daughter graduated, and this whole week leading to graduation, there was a million things going on. Chris here from Litchfield, Minnesota. Hey, Chris. No, are you okay? Oh my goodness, you were in the ER last night? A huge allergic reaction, like bad? Was it something that you knew you were allergic to? Holy crap. Oh my goodness. Shannon, this is wild. That is crazy. Definitely see an allergist. That's what we had to do for Kennedy, which was difficult because yeah, I have on Sean's sweater. It's like really big. Um, I had it over my knees because my legs are cold. I was on a live stream this week, and a few people were saying Honey Boo Boo has an OnlyFans page. Is that true? To my knowledge, Alana does not have an OnlyFans page, and she is not old enough to have one. So if she has an OnlyFans page, she is having a lie about her age. I don't. Right? Don't you have to? Don't you have to be like 18? Shannon, I'm praying for you. I'll message you back after I get off the live. That is wild. Um, I know Kennedy when we had to take her to the allergist, they literally had to poke her back like 30 times with little needles that had like whatever on the tip of it to see if she would have an allergic reaction. It was terrible. We have put off taking her back. Like you're supposed to go back like every like 2 years or something. And we've put off bringing her back because now that she's older, we really don't want to put her through that. Like when she was younger, it was difficult. When she was a baby, she didn't really get it. Now us having to hold her down to be pricked with needles, like I can't even imagine. Um, Crystal says, congratulations, Paris, and the rest of them. Thank you. Y'all, I can't even tell y'all how proud I am of my baby. This week was so busy. Yeah, you're supposed to be 18 to be on OnlyFans, and surely they have you verify it, like submitting your driver's license or ID or something. Like surely they have you verify it. Oh, it's Cherie. Is it Cherie or Sherry? I think it's Cherie, right? Um, so let me tell y'all about my week. I've been, trying to work as well as deal with, graduation week, as well as Sean working, which I'm like this close to being like, please quit your job. I hate him working. And I really can't work as much as I need to on my channel with him working because now I'm having to work around his schedule, and that's extremely difficult. My the kids are about to be out of school in like a week. So then it's gonna be even more difficult to work. Um, so I don't even know. I'm like, um, but this week, oh my goodness, was leap week as well. So Eli had leap test Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then he has leap next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Paris had graduation practice Tuesday. We had project graduation Wednesday, and then she had graduation practice Thursday. Let me tell y'all, okay? Let me tell y'all. Okay, it's pronounced Sherry. Gotcha. So let me tell you about project graduation. I told some of you guys about it, but I didn't tell everybody. So project graduation is a thing that our school started like 5 years ago. Basically, what it is um, we're at the very beginning of the year. We get all the names of the seniors and all the names of their parents, and throughout the year, we do um, um, fundraisers, right? So at the beginning of the year, every senior on a piece of paper lists three things that they would want or need for college, either like for college, like a laptop or printer or something in their dorm or their new house that they're going to live in. So you can put anything on there, a vacuum cleaner, a microwave, a TV, a computer, a printer, things that you would need to start your new journey into college. So each student writes three things on the list. Our there was like 60 people. Senior class was like 60 people. So we st- a lady named Miss Jessica was over project graduation. Her daughter is a senior. Then it was basically like volunteers. Like if you want to help out with project graduation, um, you come to all the meetings and you work all the fundraisers. But the way that this works is during all at each meeting that is held for project graduation, if the student attends the meeting, they get 25 points. If their parent attends as well, they get an additional 50 points. For each fundraiser that is had, if your parent works the fundraiser, you get 50 points. If the student works the fundraiser, you get an additional 25 points. If your parent brings food, you get 50 points. If your parent brings drinks, you get additional points. So all throughout the year, you have the ability, the senior has the ability to make points, right? And we had, oh my God, I don't even know how many fundraisers we had. I know we had two bingos. I know we had a bake auction. I know we had painting with a senior. We had the fair. So when the fair comes to our town, basically the seniors and their parents work the fair, and you get points for that. Y'all, I feel like I have a hair in my eyeball. Sorry. And at the end of this year, with all that money throughout the year, as we're doing fundraisers and as money's made, Miss Jessica is taking the money to go buy the stuff that was on people's list. So Miss Jessica has the list, the seniors list. And as we do, like we do the first fundraiser, right? And say we made $1,000 first fundraiser. She takes that $1,000 and she goes and she buys as much as she can that's on the list that the seniors made. A lot of the purchases was made on Black Friday because Keurigs. There was three Keurigs that was listed. There were TVs. There were steamers. Paris put a futon, a really pretty green futon with gold legs. That's what she put on there. She put an HP computer because obviously, or laptop because obviously she, needs a laptop for school. And she put an air fryer. That was the other thing that she put. Um, so that was the things on that she listed. So yeah, all throughout the year, all the fundraisers that we did, the money made towards it went towards buying all the things on the list. Now, I have to tell you, even though we had 60 students, there was only about 5 parents that was active in this. And there was only about 10 students that was really active in this. So the third thing on Paris's list was an air fryer. So basically, what we do is they earn all these points. Um, and on Wednesday night, we had project graduation party. So I had the shirts made for project graduation, and then I had to deliver them. It was a lot. I had to, make sure I got everybody's money, which I didn't. I did not get everybody's money. There was 5 people that just booted out and did not pay for their shirt, which I'm like, because I paid for the shirts. Like, I had my cousin do them, and she just did them at cost, and I went ahead and, like, paid her for the shirts and then, like, just let them, pay me back as they paid, and 5 people just did not pay for the shirt or get their shirt. So now which I don't even have the shirts anymore, I left them at project graduation. Um, so my niece and my nephew graduated on Monday night or Tuesday night, I don't remember. So I had to go to my niece and my nephew's graduation. I'm working stuff with project graduation, all kind of stuff. Um, Paris goes to graduation practice Tuesday. Then Wednesday, she picks me up because okay, so Paris knew that she put the futon on the thing. I don't have a ride big enough for it, and Sean's truck is messed up. So she borrowed her friend's truck. So she picked me up in the truck and we went to project graduation. Now we had no idea that it was gonna last like super late. I should have known because there was so much stuff that had to be auctioned off. So when the kids get there, they're given an envelope and all the points that they've accumulated over the year working these fundraisers is now converted into play money. So, they're given an envelope, and on the outside of it, it's written like how much money they've acquired. I wish I took pictures, but I broke my phone the night of project graduation or early the next morning, dropped my phone and broke that mug. Okay. So all the pictures that I took and videos that I took of project graduation did not have time to like download to the iCloud because my iCloud storage is slam packed full. And before my phone will back up anymore, I needed to like clean my iCloud out because I got a lot of pictures that backed up that I didn't intend to like, you know, Cody from Sister Wives pictures, like because I do a lot of work for my phone. So literally my iCloud was not backing up because there was no room for it to back up to. Anyways, I wish I had pictures because one night I had to go decorate for project graduation, and I was there for a couple hours decorating, and it was so cool. The theme was like taco theme or like fiesta theme, so we had tacos and nachos, and it was just so nice, and I loved it. Whenever Phyllis, I was a little sad until I found this live chat. So whenever we got there, um, everybody ate, and it started at 8:30. It started at 8:30. We ate for about an hour, and then about 9:30 or so, we started playing games. The first game that we played was Banco. It was super fun. If you guys don't know what Banco is, it's a really fun dice game. Because there was 20 kids, 5 different tables, it was kind of hard to keep. Most of the kids didn't know what Banco was, so I moved with Paris's table to like make sure. to tell them how to do it. Like, keep rolling. You got 1 point, you got 2 points. I took the score at her table every time, and then basically at every table there was like an adult, like one of the parents that was like, there. Basically, the parents that worked all year for project graduation was also there, and they basically worked the party as well. So, Bonko was oh, thank you, Danielle. Bonko was super fun. Paris came in second. So basically, they put everybody in order from first to 20. And then, depending on where you came, you got to pick your prize. So Paris was the second at picking her prize. They had one table over here that was filled with like um tumblers. They had two of the coldest water bottles. They had what's that thing that you stick like in your like smoothie and you push the button and like a frother? Is it called a frother? You guys know what I'm talking about? One of those. They had vacuum cleaners for your car. They had waffle makers. They had all kind of stuff on this table. So Paris was the second one to get to choose. The first girl chose like a vacuum cleaner for her car. And when Paris went up to choose, um, I've seen those things that you stick in your like coffee and like mix it or like whatever. And I was like, oh, I want one of those. And she was like, well, here, Mama, happy Mother's Day, and gave it to me. And I was like, no, like pick whatever you want. I'm not, no, like go. And she's like, no, Mama, here. So she got her first gift for me, which was really nice. And then we had to go through 1 through 20 of everybody getting up and picking their gift. And that lasted for a hot minute. Literally, by the time we started the auction, it was almost 1 o'clock in the morning. We played a bunch of other games. Like one game that we played is the seniors put an Oreo on their head and they had to try to get the Oreo into their mouth and eat it without using their hands. So basically, they're like, like, it was so funny because most of the girls like ended up with the Oreo on their eye for some reason. They're like, it was so funny. Um, the phone will have an internal flash memory drive. How do I get to it? Um, so just a bit. I mean, I have my card, like the, but I don't know where to put it because I can't put it in my new phone. Um, but there's a lot of pictures in there that it didn't back like download. Um, so that was one game that we played. We also played a game where there was bowls with little like little balls, white round balls in there, and the singer had to use like they had a spoon in their mouth and they had to try to pick the balls up and toss them into a bucket. And like whoever did it first won, and went to the next one. Blah 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 blah. They played all kind of games. It was literally fun. Finally, at like 1 o'clock in the morning, we started doing the auction. When I tell you guys, there was so much stuff at this auction. We had project graduation in like a gym, the church gym, basically. And the whole back of the wall was filled with like either cute laundry baskets or other cute baskets, like wicker baskets or like things like that, just filled with stuff like um, dish rags, washcloths, towels, laundry detergent, lint rollers, candles. But then the big gifts, they had steamers, like nice steamers, vacuum. They had like three vacuum cleaners, two steamers, three Keurigs, three laptops, TVs, Apple watches, AirPods. I'm trying to think. I wish I would have got what I did get a picture of all the stuff, but I can't find it. It didn't. I don't have it anymore. Let me see. I'm gonna check Facebook really quickly for the women that was there with me to see if they uploaded anything. Um, it was so much. Oh my goodness. You get to invite one person to a function. If they're late, you win $2 million. Who are you inviting? My niece said yes. She said she's going to invite me. I'm so late to everything. Open up Facebook and that's what I see. Um, so let me see. I hope there's some pictures posted because I don't think she's got any. All right, let me see if this lady's got any. Man, I wish I still had my picture. I even put in the group chat, like, if anybody has any pictures, please send them to me. And nobody has responded so far. Okay. If I can find photos, I'll show you because there was so much out there. It was just so wild. So much out there. Anyways, so at like 1 o'clock, basically the auction started. So that's when they got their envelopes, and there was 20 kids that came, but like I said, only about like I don't know, like 10 or so actually participated in project graduation to the point where they had like a decent amount of money. Like Paris had like almost $2,000 of fake money. Um, Now the woman that was over this, her daughter had like almost $4,000 in fake money because they did well, her mom was over it, so they did a lot. Can you plug your phone into your computer? Well, normally when I plug my phone into the computer, it's like I have to hit trust and like put a code in, and I don't think it's gonna let me do that. I can try. I hate losing pictures too. So, anyways, Paris had kind of decided like I don't want the sofa anymore. There was an entertainment center there. Now, the person that put the entertainment center on the list did not even come. She did not even get come. She did not even come to project graduation. So, like, there wasn't any, like, well, she put it on the list, so you shouldn't bid on it because that girl didn't even come. Now, thankfully, Paris had decided she didn't want the futon anymore because the girl that her mom put it all on, that girl actually decided that she wanted the futon. And like it was kind of discussed. Like the woman was like, yeah, try to get an extra one because like my daughter wanted one too. She was like, but when I went back, they were sold out. And I was like, oh crap. At this point, I didn't know Paris didn't want it. I was like, oh crap, because she's got more money than Paris does. So like if she really wants to like outbid Paris, she definitely can. When I went to Paris, I was like, hey, do you know so and so now like wants the futon? She was like, "Oh, that's fine. I don't want it anymore." And I was like, "You don't?" She was like, "No, I don't want it." And I was like, "Good." Um, so our school started doing this like 5 years ago, and since then, all the schools around us do it now. It's a really cool thing for kids to do because it keeps them like, you know, uh, you know, in fundraisers and doing things for the school. And at the end, they get to win gifts, things that they're going to need. So, yeah, I'm going to unplug it. It's not doing anything. So there was one guy there, you guys. I don't know, he didn't have near as much money as Paris had. He said, he made a comment. He said, I'm going to try to buy all the laptops so I can turn around and sell them for real money. I didn't know this was said until afterwards, right? So, you know how boys can be like they start the bidding and like there's girls like bidding on stuff that they like put on the list, and the boys are just like bidding against them just to make them like really bid for it. Like one girl put like a doorbell, a thumbprint doorbell, like lock on there. And, we got it was purchased and it was there. And like when they brought that up, like everybody knew that it was something that she put on the list. She told everybody, like, I put that on the list. Don't know, but please don't nobody bid against me because like I really need that. So like they bring it up and she's like, we basically got to start the bid. The kids did. They didn't say, "Oh, we're starting the bid at $25." Like they would say, "We have, Samsung thumbprint doorbell lock," and somebody would say $10. I mean, they would start it off at like sometimes it'd be like low $2. $5, $10. So the girl started it off at like I don't know, like $25 or something, and like one of the guys is like $100. He like just to like mess with her. And she's like, 110. He's like, 120. And she's like, this is mine. Like 130. He's like, 140. Like he literally was only doing it to make her bill, which sucks because had he not done that, she could have got more stuff. There was literally two boys that was just doing this stuff just to make people like spend a lot of money because they didn't have a lot of money. And it was so irritating. Like I've done decided when Caden is a senior, I'm going to try to be over project graduation, so there can be rules. You cannot buy double. You can't buy two or three laptops. You can't buy two or three vacuum cleaners. Like if you buy something, it's one, and you move on to something else. You know. Um, Now they had to change. Good night, Joe. Last year they had boys that like didn't come, so they didn't have like a lot of money. So they would like put their money together to try to help each other buy stuff. You know what I'm saying? So they made this year, they wrote everybody's name on the back of their money, and it was like you cannot put your money in with each other to outbid somebody. You are only going to get to spend your money. I'm gonna make new rules because Paris needs a laptop when she goes to school, which obviously I'm gonna have to get her one. But Paris worked hard on attending these fundraisers and going to all the meetings and selling tickets anytime we had something, working the bingos, like because she had things she wanted to get, she should have been able to get. So um there were three laptops in total that was there. So the first laptop comes up and she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get this one." So they start bidding, and her and this one guy that had made the comment that he was gonna get all of them, they're going back and forth. And I don't know, it gets up to like 600, I don't know, 500 something, And I lean in her ear and I'm like, "Baby, there's two more, just let him have it." I didn't know that he made the comment that he wanted to get all of them. So I just thought like, oh well, maybe he put one on the list too, like whatever. So I lean up, I'm like, "Baby, there's two more, just let him have this one." So she lets him have it. And she had done established she wanted the entertainment center. And the girl that put the entertainment center on the list was not there, but we didn't know if somebody else wanted it too and was going to bid against her. So I was like, "There's two more on the list. Don't like let him have it because you're already up to like $500 and you want the entertainment center. So when the next one comes up, like you'll probably be able to get that one, right?" She's like, "All right, whatever." So vacuum cleaner comes up. She bids on a vacuum cleaner. She wins. A few minutes later, another computer comes back up. There were things that she bid on, but she didn't get it because she was like scared to like bid too high because she wanted to make sure she had enough money to get the other laptop and the entertainment center. So like she would bid on things and like she did get the vacuum cleaner. She bid on I think a steamer. I think the steamer. Um, Maybe the Apple Watch, but she wouldn't bid enough to win those because she was trying to really hold on to her money to get the computer and the entertainment center. So the second computer comes up or laptop comes up, and she starts to bid off the boy right back, and she's like, "You already have one." And that's when her friend leans over and was like, "Oh, he made the comment that he was going to try to buy all of them so he could sell them." I'm like, "You have got to be kidding me." So they're going back and forth. And I'm like, surely he can't have much more money. So I'm like, just let him have this one. Surely he ain't got enough money to outbid you on the third one. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let him have this one. That way you still have a good bit amount of money. There's no way he can outbid you on the third one. Let him have this one too. Whatever. So she's like, whatever. Third one comes up. Rather than this guy bidding on it, his friend starts bidding on it. And I actually like his friend. His friend's not like such a douche like he is. So Paris and the friend are going back and forth. And tell me why the guy that has done got two laptops and like two girls over there start yelling at Paris, basically like, this is all he wants. Like, he needs this for college. This is all he wants. I'm not going to say the guy's name, but let's just call him John. They're like, all John wants is a laptop. That's all he wants out of this whole thing. He doesn't have a lot of money, Paris. Stop. Like, don't outbid him. That's all he wants. He needs it for college. And Paris is like, I need one for college too. And I put one on the list. Like, like I can't help it. And they're like, that's all he wants. And so Paris tells the other guy who's got two, she's like, well, why don't you give him one of yours? You're the like turd that scooped up two of them. Like if he's your friend, you give him one. And he's like, really, Paris? Like you're not gonna let it, like he don't even have a lot of money. You're sitting over there with $2,000. He's barely got like 500. Like let him have it. Like oh my gosh. Well, John's parents weren't there. Neither was the parents of the guy that scooped up two of them. His parents weren't there. And they're like, and I'm like, so I tell the guy, like, that's your friend. You got two of them. Give me one of yours. You know? Paris finally was like, whatever, and just throws her hands up and lets the dude have it. And I'm like, oh, that makes me so oh my God. Paris did end up getting the entertainment center. She did not get the air fryer. She had to, there was a back and forth between her and another girl for the entertainment center. She had already gotten like the vacuum cleaner and like a basket, like a pretty basket with like towels and washcloths and like bathroom stuff, like cute shower curtain, like the soap dispenser and like stuff like that, the soap holder and all of that. Um, so by the time she got, um, man, I wish I had a picture of all the stuff that she had. I don't think she got a microwave, but at the end, it was 2:30 in the morning. We were still going. Paris had about $450 left to bid, and we were exhausted. We had no idea that it was going to last this long. My phone had done died. She's in her friend's truck. She told her friend that she would be back by like 10:30. Her friend has to go to work at like 4:30 in the morning. So, no, Paris is not a gamer at all. Paris games none. She just needs it for college. That's it. And that's why she put it on the list. She's just like she just wanted it for school when she starts school because some of her classes will be online. Um and that's really why Paris knew the stuff that she see, I didn't know until like midways into it. Um I didn't know until midways into it, but it irritated me so bad. But at the end, Um, she didn't get the air fryer. Let's see. I wish I could remember all the stuff that she got. I know she got a vacuum cleaner. I know she got the entertainment center. I know she got like a whole bath like set, like towels, rags, soap spit, like the whole, like the floor, like the mat, the frother, uh, bowls, plates, forks, spoons, the strainer thing, like that you put your dishes in to drain. She got to dry off. She got one of those filled with like forks, spoons, bowls, cups. Man, it was a lot. She really did get a lot. Um, but like there was like one girl there that got like an Apple Watch, a steamer, a TV, a printer, a vacuum cleaner, a Keurig, like 4 baskets. literally. Like, and Paris really tried to hold on to her money to make sure she could get like that entertainment center and bid on that last like laptop. So like she really wouldn't bid too high on other stuff, even if she did really want it, because she was like, I know if I do too much, like if I keep going with somebody, I won't be able to afford the. They literally held on to that daggum entertainment center to like almost last. You know what I'm saying? So she was scared to bid on much more and like spend any of her money. So like the entertainment center was like, I don't know, like maybe like eighth from the last when there was like 500 things. So by the time she like got that, all the good stuff basically was gone. All that was left was like laundry baskets or like cute wicker baskets filled with stuff like that. All the like good stuff was gone. I mean, AirPods, Apple Watches, big speakers, um, what's the pots and pans that are like really expensive? Pioneer Woman pots and pans, um, microwaves, printers. God, was so much stuff. Can I send my son to your high school? Sure, you can. Is there a specific type of laptop that she'd like? I know she put down an HP laptop. I think is what she put down on the list. But I don't know for sure. She said something about touchscreen, but I don't know if she was asking if the that one was touchscreen or saying that the one that she put on was touchscreen. I'm not sure. Um, but I basically was like, you know what, Paris, like I'll get it for you. Don't worry. Like, just, I mean, we have a few months, so I can work towards getting those things for her. Um, but it really irritated me, and I will make sure the rules are. But at the end, it was 2:30 in the morning. My phone was dead. She was like, "Oh my god, my friend is gonna be like, what happened?" Because her phone had no my phone didn't have no service before it died. Her phone didn't have no service. We were out kind of like in the middle of nowhere in the country, so she couldn't text her friend to be like, "Hey, it's still going on." Finally, um, she had like $450 left, and I said, "Why don't you go and ask so and so if you can give him the rest of your money in exchange for one of the laptops?" I actually forgot that you can't do that until after she asked him. She went and asked him. She was like, "Hey, I'll give you the rest of my money if you give me one of the laptops, like whichever one you want to give me." They were both HP or whatever. I think they were pretty similar. And he was like, "No, I'm selling these for real money." And then she come back and I was like, "Well, that's fine anyways, because I don't think you can because I know that's why they wrote your name on them. Like you can't put your money together, and I don't think you can give your money either." So would have worked anyways. But honestly, the teacher should have called that and been like, they saw what happened. I mean, everybody was like, let's just say his name was the one that got the two laptops. Let's just say his name was Chris. Everybody was like, Chris, you already have one. The teachers were well aware. They did toaster ovens. They did the countertop oven, that you just open the thing and it has like the two little racks. They had some of those. They had mini waffle makers. She did get a mini waffle maker. Um, mini waffle maker. Yeah. She did get one of those. Um, but yeah. At the end she just bid like her last like $450 like on another basket. She had like six baskets, like a bunch of baskets. Every one of the kids got a little basket like this. Like a little basket like this, filled with like there were 20 baskets like that filled with dishwashing liquid, laundry detergent, um, lint rollers, and every one of them got one of those. So she had several baskets, the vacuum cleaner, the waffle maker, the entertainment center. I know, Shannon. I'm like, oh my goodness, like what kind of it irritated me to the fullest degree because let me tell you guys something about Chris, okay? Chris's parents, they're rich. Okay. I was gonna say they're well off, but I'm just gonna put it how it is. They are rich. Like they have money. Like they own their own business. He's an electrician. He owns his own electrician company. Um, I mean, they have money. It's not like they couldn't afford to buy this boy a laptop. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know why he needs to sell them. Like he works. I mean, he works for his dad. Like, I mean, it's not like, I mean, so like this boy just and there's kids there that their parents can't like will struggle to buy their kids stuff like this, you know? And he really just kind of took that away from them. The kids that like there were two kids beside me. They had a decent amount of points. I mean, they probably had like 1,000. Like he had 1,000, she probably had 1,000. And every time they bid on something, they were outbid every single time. The boy finally just bid like an enormous amount of money on like one of the little baskets. You know, he actually bid it like they brought like a basket up and he bid his whole thing on it. And everybody was like, and he's like, well, that's all I got. Because every time they tried to, every time him and her tried to bid on something, they were outbid every single time. Even if it was like, you know, comforter set, like a bed in the bag, you know, it's like some of these people were just bidding to get you to pay a bunch of money. Like there were like the one guy, what did I say we were gonna call him? Chris. Like he would bid on stuff that he did not even want, just to make the person that wanted it pay a lot for it. Rather than letting them get it for like cheap, he would just like go back and forth with you. And then he would say, I didn't even want it. I didn't even want it. And it's like, well, stop overbidding people. Make sure you look up cell phone. It will fix your cell phone screen for you. They will fix your cell phone. Oh man, I don't even know. I mean, I guess if I fix the screen, then I could at least get my pictures maybe. I just had to so I got me a new phone. And I went to oh yeah, but let me tell y'all. So we leave at 2:30. It wasn't even over yet, but we left at 2:30. She brings me home. I know, Dr. Means, I love that. She brings me home and then she goes to her friend's house and she gets to her friend's house at like almost 3:30. And then at 4:30 had to take her friend to work. So at 9:30, they had graduation practice. That nobody said it was mandatory. Actually, at project graduation the night before, all of the seniors was like, oh my God, we got practice tomorrow. Like, I don't think I'm gonna be able to go. I don't think I'm gonna be able to go. And somebody said, well, it's not mandatory. So if y'all can't go, like, not a big deal, right? So Paris was not here. She ended up having to stay at her friend's house because by the time, like, had it ended at 10:30, I could have followed her and brought her back home, right? But because it ended at 2:30, I'm just like, drop me off, go to such friend's house, whatever. So the next morning, well, it was I break my phone that night early. Well, I come home, get dropped off, and I finish editing a video. 6 o'clock that morning, I get up, get the kids off to school. I drop my phone, break my phone. I go back to sleep because I'm exhausted, right? I'm like, I'll let everybody know later. Like, I drop my phone, whatever. Um, at like 9:30, Sean's phone is blowing up. And he comes in there. He's like, hey, he's like, Paris is on the phone for you. And I'm like, hello. And she's like crying. She's like, Mama, oh my God. Like I overslept past my alarm and I just woke up to all kind of messages from like my classmates telling me that I'm not going to be able to walk because I'm not at practice. And I was like, what? She's like, yeah, I don't know what to do. I'm like, get up and go because it's 9:30. It started at 9. Practice lasts like 2 hours. Like, get up and go. And she's like, I'm trying to now. I'm trying to get up and go. But I'm like, what if I don't make it? I'm like, Paris said it lasts like 2 hours. Just get up and go. So she calls the school to say, like, hey, I'm on my way. Like, if I get there, even if I'm late, like, can I still walk? And the woman in the office was like, not the nicest to her. She's like, I don't know. You have to talk to the principal. And Paris was like, well, can I talk to him? She's like, well, he's in practice. He's in graduation practice. Won't be out until after it's over. And Paris is like, well, how, like, I need to talk to you before. Like, you can't tell me anything. She's like, no. So Paris gets up, doesn't even shower from the night before, like, and just jumps in the vehicle and starts to head this way. The vehicle starts running hot. So she pulls over, tries to call me again, can't get me, forgets because she's in such a tizzy, she forgets that my phone is broken. So then she just decides she's going to call her grandmother because her grandmother lives in that town. She calls her grandmother and she's like, Mama, where are you? Can you please come, like, come get me off Main Street and take me to graduation practice? I'm running late. And her grandma is like, kind of ditzy. She's like, what? And she's like, Mama, I'm on Main Street. Can you please come get me, take me to practice? And she's like, yeah, yeah, I'll come get you. Yeah, yeah. So they get off the phone and Paris waits for like 15 minutes and her grandma never shows up. So she calls her grandma. She's like, Mama, where are you? And she's like, I'm at work, baby. And she's like, Mama, I thought you were coming to get me. And she's like, oh, I thought you said somebody from Manny was coming to get you. Just like, she's like, no, Mama, I needed you to come get me. And she's like, oh, well, where are you at? And she's like, don't worry about it. I'm going to try to call my mama. So she calls Sean. She finally remembers that my phone is broken. She calls Sean's phone. She's like, Mama, like, the vehicle that I'm in is running hot. I called Mama. She got confused. I've been sitting here for like 30 minutes now. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm coming. Because by this time, it's 10 o'clock, And I'm like, oh my God. So I jump in the vehicle. Oh, and mind you, I'm like, where's the keys? Where's the keys? Sean don't know where the keys are to my car. So I'm like, well, where's the keys to Paris's car? Finally get the find the keys to her car, jump in, go pick her up, come back, and yeah, I'm looking a hot mess. Okay. So we get to the school. She's like, Mama, like, you're gonna have to come in with me. I'm like, whoo, child. Like, I'm looking a mess, like after no sleep last night, like, oh my god. She's like, you have to come in with me because if they tell me that I can't graduate, like I don't even like if I can't walk, I'm literally gonna lose my mind. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Like, okay. Um, so she goes in the gym, which is where they were practicing, and comes right back out like a minute later. And I'm like, it's over. They're done practicing. Um, so she comes to the car and she's like, they're done practicing. Um, I know I can never find the keys. I can never find the keys. So we walk in. Mind you, I am wearing sweatpants with slides, these, like big old baggy sweatpants with slides, and the freaking shirt, the project graduation shirt from the night before. My hair is up in a ponytail. My makeup, I slept it off. Like, I'm like, oh my God, everybody that was at project graduation is gonna see me and know that like she has not even took a bath from last night. I'm like, tell me why. As soon as I get in the car, the bell rings. So when I'm walking in, all the kids are like going to their next class. I'm like, oh my goodness. So I try to hurry up and like dart off to like the office to where I needed to talk to somebody. And the lady in the secretary was like, hold on. He'll come get you. He'll come get you. So she made us stand in the office, and the office is just glass. There's no door. It's just glass. So everybody walking by can see us. So I like turn my back and I'm like, finally they come get us and they call us to the back. And at first we talked to like the counselor or whatever. And she's like, so what happened? And I'm like, listen, I am so sorry, but like project graduation did not end until 2:30. She ended up having to go stay at her friend's house in another town further away because she had her friend's truck because she knew she was going to buy stuff that was too big for my car. Like Paris literally did not even go to bed until like freaking 5:30, and she overslept her alarms. Like then when she woke up at 9:30 and realized it, she jumped in the vehicle to come this way, and the vehicle ran hot. So they were like, the woman was like, well, practice was mandatory. And I'm like, well, we didn't know that it was mandatory. And at project graduation last night, people was like other seniors were saying like they didn't know how they was going to make it, and somebody said it's not mandatory. And she was like, well, yeah, we did have like 6 seniors not make it to practice today. And I'm like, well, I guarantee you, probably all of them was at project graduation last night. Sure enough, okay, out of the 6, 4 of them were at project graduation. The other 2 was working, but had no idea that it was mandatory. That's why they was at work. So the principal came in and asked like what was up. We told him, and he was like, "Who decided to have project graduation the night before a mandatory graduation practice?" And I'm like, "Not me, you know." And he's like, "Well, the rule is if you don't come to practice, you can't walk." And he's like, "But I'm gonna extend an olive branch, and we're gonna have another practice today at 1 for those that did not make it today because there was several of y'all. So if you're not here today though at 1 for practice, you are not walking." And I'm like, because I mean, Paris was crying. She was so upset. I mean, she was like, if I can't walk, like I don't even know what I'm gonna do. Like, and I'm like, I know, babe, I know, because my child has worked her butt off, and that's what the principal said too. The sassy Nana says when I was a senior, project graduation was graduation night, so that none of us would go out drinking, driving, and keep us safe that night. Maybe a silent auction would have been better. So that's what the principal said. He said, why didn't they do project graduation after graduation? I was like, I don't know. But that actually would have been a good idea because I know a lot of seniors that they have big parties and stuff that, you know, who knows what was happening. So my daughter did get to walk. She did graduate. Praise Lord, hallelujah. And it was amazing because my daughter was recognized for she got her honor stash. Um, so during the ceremony, everybody that was on honors got a red stash that said honors on it, and she had hers. Um, the first thing that I think that she was recognized for was her scholarships, I think. Um, Let me see. I think it was her scholarships was the first thing that she was recognized for. Alright. And I will share this with you guys because she's kind of far off. You can't see her that well. But this is her graduation ceremony last night. Why is that not working? Okay, so this is at her ceremony last night. Oh my goodness, why is it not working? Hold on. It's like frozen or something. We gotta exit out of that and go back. Okay. Next is Ms. Harris Michelle. Harris will be receiving the following scholarships: Academic Excellence, Outstanding Student Award, Presidential Honors, NSU Student Employment, and Top Performance for a total of $51,720. I don't know if you guys, could you guys hear that? It kind of sounded like it was hard to hear. Um, that's what Paris said. She was like, I mean, honestly, how hard is it to walk? Like I just follow the person in front of me. Like, for them not to let us walk, and I'm like, "I know, babe, I know." Like, so, oh my goodness, they would not let my best friend's sister walk because she dyed her hair. Holy moly. I do have an Amazon wish list somewhere. Um, so she was called up to the stage. As you guys could see, there was 3 people on the stage. But, my daughter, there she is. She walks up. There's 2 other guys over there. So those 2 guys also had scholarships. The first one, his totaled 41,000, and the one in the back, he got like 3 different scholarships for $1,000 apiece, and he's also going to be on the fishing team at the college that he's going to. So he was recognized for that. Um, sure, absolutely, magic wand, yeah, yeah, for sure. Um, now I do have to brag. I have to say, it's awesome for all of these everybody up there. Um, to brag a little bit, my daughter did have the most, like the highest, like her scholarships total $51,270, which was, thank God. I have 6 children, you guys. I have 6 children, so I need some of them to get scholarships, and I don't know how many more will. So Paris has literally persevered through so much throughout even just her high school years. Extreme bullying, um, a lot of struggles, that I don't always talk about on my channel because it's like her situation, but she has literally pushed through. I made a little post on my Facebook thing, and I was like, when the sometimes the walls were stacked against you, and like, or what did I say? Like, sometimes you had brick walls stacked against you, and not only did you break through those walls, but you busted them wide open and like succeeded like amazingly. Like always came out on the other end just like remarkably. So I was so proud. I'm still so proud of her. And I'm proud of all the guys, but it was like she had like the most, and I was like, so cool. But she got called up to the stage for them to recognize her for the scholarships, and they told what scholarship she got and how much it was for. And she went back to her seat, and after that, they named everyone that was graduating with honors. So her name was called for that, and she got to stand up and then sit back down. And then, they started calling out everybody that had like a grade point average of like um 3.0 to like 3.5, 3.5 to 4.0, whatever. And like her name got called for that, and she got to stand up for that. It was really cool. And what's so crazy is Paris was at my graduation, which makes it like to think I have to brag on myself a little bit. I have like an amazing child, all of my children. Um, Paris was my little sidekick back in the day because I got pregnant when I was 17 with her, and I found out I was pregnant the summer before my senior year. And when I told my family, some of my family basically was like, "Well, you have to quit school." Not my mom. My mom didn't say that. But some of my family was like, "We have to quit school." And I was like, "What? Like, why?" And they're like, "Well, you're grown now. Like, you want to act grown and get pregnant. It's time to be grown because this ain't your mama's responsibility to raise your baby. So you gotta be grown." And I'm like, "I want to finish school. Like, I have things I want to do." Hey, Erica. Absolutely magic wand. Very jealous. Very jealous. So they was like, you're gonna have to quit. I'm like, I'm not quitting. I have 1 year left. And I remember one of my aunts saying, "Aren't you gonna be embarrassed going to school pregnant?" And I was like, "Well, I have at least one pregnant person in my class, every year since I started high school. So not really,." Um, So I met with my counselors before school started, and Paris was due in April. She was due early April. So school is over in May. So I needed to be finished before May. So I met with my counselors and I was like, I'm pregnant. I need to be finished with school before May. So they're like, well, if you do this and this and this, you could be done the end of December. So I was like, okay. So school started and I started working and I had doctor's appointments. I was put on bed rest. I went into early labor. I've seen your sister every day for a year and I always thought she reminded me of someone and it was you. Really? You've seen my sister every day for a year? Where at? That is so wild. Are you talking about Flossie? Are you talking about Flossie or Stephanie? You're probably talking about Flossie. Um, oh, thank you, Country Girl Brenda. Don't you have a channel, Country Girl Brenda? Also, you guys, Magic One Productions has a channel, and I'm gonna be doing an interview with her at some point. Hopefully things will slow down so we can get that scheduled. She does Caroline at my son's school. Oh, you talking about Stephanie? She works there. She's a teacher. Um, and my niece just graduated from there. And my nephew. Okay, I thought so, Country Girl Brenda. I thought you did. Um, how did you find out that was my sister? Did you ask her or something? Was you like, hey, are you related to? That's funny. We sound alike too. A lot of people say that me and her sound alike. Um, what was I talking about? Oh, I never knew that was your sister until I saw graduation. Oh, really? So that's how you figured it out. Yep, that's my sister. That's so funny. Um, so Magic One Productions, I'm gonna give a little bit of a backstory. Magic One Productions has a son named Tyler who was born, correct me if I'm wrong, with his intestines on the outside of his stomach and went through several surgeries. One surgery that was botched that he almost like didn't make it out of. Tyler was essentially kidnapped by a hospital because his mom and dad did not like agree with some of the things that they were doing and was like going to try to like leave with him. And it was like a whole situation. And to meet Tyler, go to Magic Wine Productions and check out her videos because she does videos of Tyler. She takes Tyler to do like all the things that if he didn't have a mom, like wanting to give him this type of life, he wouldn't get to do. So we will be doing an interview so she can tell you guys more because I don't want to say the wrong thing. But the doctor that performed the surgery was under the influence of alcohol and botched the surgery. Um, so there's some little details. Let me see. So this is her channel right here, Magic One Productions, and this is Tyler. Turn that music off because I don't know if there's a copyright on that. Um, is there a copyright on that? Do you know if that's copyright music? There's Tyler. Cleaning the streets. Oh, thank y'all. But we're gonna get her on so she can give us more information about Tyler and the struggles that he's dealt with, and um, I've asked her before, like, well, what all is the issue? She's like, oh, there's just so much, like there's a lot of things that has happened. Um, oh, sorry. So there are some of the little stories that she does. Okay. Magic wand, is he just like really flexible with his legs? Bowling. Are all of them okay to play? Because I'm scared. I already got one strike. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. Like I guess when you have a child that has like disabilities, some parents can be like, "Well, I'm just going to keep them home and keep them in the house, and who cares?" And not get them out and get them doing these things because maybe you know, they can't express their excitement like a neurotypical child could. He's pretty flexible. Okay. Um, but she still does all these things with Tyler. She did that air fly thing where they go in this thing and they wear the suit and this wind brings them up and they fly. That's on here as well. There's a video of that. Um, I mean, she does all these things with him to make sure he gets to experience life as much as possible, rather than being just like holed up in the house for 2 or 3 years on end and not getting to do anything. Um, so it's really cool, and we're gonna tell Tyler's story. Oh, I gotta show this one. We're gonna let her tell Tyler's story soon. Yeah, I can show the iFly. All right, let's see. So there's one treating your child to death, Las Vegas. Vegas are on lockdown. So she's got several little videos on here already that you guys can check out. Okay.
Making the switch to Shopify means designing an online
was really cool. Really cool. I would love to do that. Where is that wind tunnel at? Magic Wand, where's it at? Because I'm not sure. Um, Danielle says my ex sister has Down syndrome, and sadly, she was kept away. Children with disabilities or special needs are still children. Let them be kids. Let them have fun. Exactly. It was at Universal Studios. Okay. So, anyways, you guys, I'm uploading a video over on the Bash chat. It's an update on the Athena Brownfield case. Do you guys remember that case? That's the one. The little girl was her and her sister Athena and Adina. Athena was 4. Adina was 5. Adina was found walking out by the road in front of her house by the postal carrier and told the postal carrier that she had been alone for a while, that she was hungry and looking for her sister, and she was tired of being alone. And come to find out, um, Adina and Athena were sisters, and they were left by their mom with Alicia and Ivan Adams. And um, one of them, Alicia or Ivan, killed Athena um, and left Adina there by herself at the house. So that story, there's an update on that about their biological mom. So I have a video that I'm uploading. Let me see. It's up. I just got to put the I just got to like watch it to make sure it's all good. Put the thumbnail and then I'll put it up for you guys. But I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. I just wanted to share how project graduation was, and I wish I could share pictures with y'all. I feel like everyone in here I would feel safe doing it with, but other people could come through and see it because I would love to like show like a picture of Paris in her cap and gown and her honor stash and her diploma and all of that. But I just know like some people like I don't trust the other side of the internet. Um, I did hear that Unirock lied again. It got caught. Unirock said that JLR sent like a threatening letter to his mom, like so threatening that his mom like loaded her gun and took it to the police station and all of this stuff. And Unirock mentioned that like Queen Bee's channel was mentioned in like a threatening way. So Queen Bee like got on a panel with him was like, "Well, where's the letter? Like, can you send me the letter?" And he's like, "Oh, I don't have it. I don't have it." Um, it was my mom has it. She's gonna go to the police station and she's gonna deal with it, and then I'll get it in a couple of days and I'll take it to my lawyer and I'll take it to the police station. And here's the thing. Unless someone actually threatened you in the letter, there's nothing illegal about someone sending you a letter. He basically said that JLR doxed his mom's address. JLR didn't even mention Unirock at all. He just sent a letter to the address. But by Unirock's definition, because JLR knew his mom's address, therefore he had somehow doxed his mom. Not the case. You can send an address to somebody and it doesn't mean you've doxed them all of a sudden. Um, so Queen Bee was like, I don't know how you don't have a copy of the letter. Like, how was I mentioned? Like, why would you jump on a stream rather than letting me know? You need Queen Bee was like kind of calling him out, like, what the heck? And he said it was a handwritten letter. Then he said he got another letter. Come to find out, it was not okay, I'll definitely do that. I'll see if I can get the screen fixed to get my pictures. Come to find out, EKC emailed JLR or like JLR's management or whatever, and they basically said there was no handwritten letter. They did send Unirock a cease and desist, and because Unirock's address is like not on file, like no specific address, they just sent the same cease and desist letter to like his mom's address, his dad's address, like addresses that he thought he could potentially be at. Um, there was no threat other than the threat of taking legal action. They basically said you need to retract the things that you've said that were not true and that were defamatory. And if you don't stop, like, we could potentially file a lawsuit. So that's what the letter was. It was literally a cease and desist letter. It was like, I don't know why his mom had to load her weapon over that. Not sure. They also said there was not no second letter. It was they sent the same letter to different addresses, trying to make sure it went to whatever address that he was at. Um, so yeah, EKC read it on her stream, and also JLR's like manager person was in EKC's chat, like chatting, saying like normally JLR doesn't take stuff like this seriously. Like he might just like respond in a video. But the reason why he is taking this kind of seriously is because Unirock has done like several videos like defaming him and like has called on Twitter for people to like flag JLR, consider what they did to Molly. And then they said they even saw where like Team YouTube like responded to one of the tags and was like, well, make sure you like report it. And they're not like trying to take any chances of their channel getting taken down. So they're like, we sent a cease and desist and we told him to retract. So yeah, he definitely lied about a handwritten note. The only association, because he said that JLR mentioned Queen Bee's channel. JLR is another YouTuber. Um, they said the only mention of Queen Bee's channel was when they were naming Unirock's videos where he defamed JLR. They're like, in this video that's titled blah, 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 the title of the video says Queen Bee in it. Like Molly Golightly, Queen Bee, Bullhorn Betty, da-di-da-di-da, you know. So they didn't bring up Queen Bee. The only mention of Queen Bee was when listing off Unirock's titles of videos where they feel like he made defamatory comments about JLR. Yeah. So he basically got busted. No. I mean, in the letter, like they're like he's a journalist, like he's an investigative journalist. He travels to like locations and like, you know, travels and I don't know how big his channel is, I'm not sure, but anyways, you guys, I don't know why he still has a channel. I don't know after all the stuff that he does. But I tell you what, here's the thing. When I say that he is just like Katie, as far as like defaming people, he is. Like he knows no bounds, and I think he has seen Katie get away with it so much. He basically knows, like, unless someone wants to put in hundreds of thousands of dollars to sue me, nothing can be done about this. And he knows most people don't have that money, so he defames people that he knows probably won't sue him and can't sue him. I don't know if JLR can, not sure, but he literally like lies so bad, twists up so bad. It's terrible. Good night, Appalachian. Oldberg. I know this Oldberg got hit the nest too because I have been pooped. I've been so tired. But anyways, you guys, I'm gonna get that video up over on the Bass Chat so you guys check it out. It'll be up probably in about 30 minutes or so. And then I gotta go to bed. I guess my hubby is asleep because he didn't respond. Y'all, I want Sean to quit his job so bad. I hate him working. It's the worst. That wild that you're like so like obsessed with your husband that you don't even want him going to work. Anyways, you guys, yeah, I'm glad that I could share, Paris's experience a little bit with y'all. I wish I could share more, but like I said, unfortunately, the internet is there's people on there that are terrible. But I love y'all. Thank y'all for supporting my channel. Thank y'all for always being here. More content coming out tomorrow, and hopefully, I will be able to get back to start doing Get Ready With Me. Also, y'all, I think I'm gonna start doing Facebook Reels for Temu giveaway, like Temu products. Um, so y'all know Temu is like this new site that you can like order stuff off of. I don't know if it's new, but it's a site you can, and they're super cheap. So I ordered some stuff the other day, and I spent like $40, and I got these slides, these, because I have like really bad feet. Like my feet are like always in pain. Got these sandals. These sandals. I also got some shoes that are in the house. I need to bring them back because I think I'm gonna do like an unboxing. I think I'm gonna start doing Facebook Reels for Temu unboxings because I know like it's like a lot of people like curious about it. This purse, it does come with a strap. Now, this is not the color that I ordered it in. I ordered it in silver, but it came in gold, and it does have a strap. But I prefer it like this. I'm not mad that it's gold, uh, but I think I would have been happier if it would have been silver. Um, I also got a camera because our cameras actually just quit working recently. So I got another camera for outside, and I got a pair of like tennis shoes. Um, and I paid like $44 for all of that. It came in like a week, and so like honestly, the only the only complaint that I have is the purse is in a different color than what I ordered, but it's still cute. These shoes look really well made. Like these shoes do look really well made. Now they're really light. These are like a dupe for like the Yeezys or whatever, like the Yeezy slides. They're really light. But I love that they're super. I've been wearing these all day, and then earlier today, Eli stole them from me. Um, these look really well made as well. The purse is like a dupe for Louis Vuitton. Obviously, look at the Elle and B or whatever. It's like supposed to be like a dupe for Louis Vuitton. Obviously, if anybody was to look like super duper close, one of the thing about like expensive bags is the sewing on it, the stitching is like perfect. Like the make of the bags, like you see this, like how if this was like a real like Louis Vuitton, this would not be like bumpy or nothing. Um, so if someone was like really, really look, they could tell that it was like not real, but just you holding it, walking around with it, nobody would be able to tell. Um, so like I said, I got a camera as well. So I think I'm gonna start doing like Temu unboxings. I think. Um, I do like leopard. Yeah, I like. Yeah. Um. So yeah. There was something else that I was gonna say, but I forgot. But I think I'm gonna start doing like those reels maybe to put them on like my Facebook or something. I have their brown shoes. As long as you don't try to walk in them all day, they're great. I have the brown shoes as long as you don't try. Which brown ones? These? Um, I've tried these on. I haven't walked in them obviously because I've been walking in these, and they are super comfy. They are so comfy. Um, but anyways, you guys, I think I'm gonna start doing those like the unboxings or whatever as reels, just because I know a lot of people are interested in them. Um, so yeah, I don't know, just something else. Add to the list of stuff I would have to do that I probably don't need to do. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. I swear there was one more thing that I needed to say, but I cannot remember what it was. So cloud slippers. Oh, also there's like an influencer program. So like I signed up for that. So basically if I do start like doing reviews, I can give you guys like discount codes. And if you order stuff, like I make money off of it. I'm just not for sure because I want to make sure the stuff is like decent first. You know what I'm saying? Because like stuff that's cheap makes me wonder why. you know? Anyways, I love y'all. Good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye, everyone.